Hello, and welcome to part 3. We continue the story. The faded paper was yellow and dusty, but there it had obviously been wiped off recently. The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, it's a dead body! I found another dead body, a sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a keyring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yep. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. Oh my gosh, a video camera. There was a security camera in the room. They must have been away to see what had happened. I could smell a hint of fresh air here. I was anxious to leave, but I couldn't help wondering what that key unlocked. Am I meant to unlock something? Am I meant to, am I a detective? Is that what I'm doing? Or am I just trying to get out? My impression was I was just trying to get out. So this is where I came in. Did I go in this door? I don't think I did. The shelf full of security tapes was strictly organized, though covered in dust. Must have been old if they were still using VHS. Odd, one of the tapes was missing. The security desk was dusty and there was a dirty coffee cup here. The VCR looked like it still worked. Where am I finding this tape at? Okay. You scary game. You're freaking me out, game. The awkward weight of the gun and the knife made the climb even more arduous. Would I need that gun or that knife on my way home? Or was I a fool for picking them up? I wondered what was in that locked room I passed. Should I have gone back to check? Perhaps it didn't matter. I was so eager to escape, I almost bruised my hand, forcing the latch at the top of the ladder open. As I lifted the heavy lid above me frantically, the smell of that sewer gave way to the dank scent of pine trees. Okay, now I'm somewhere else. What was that? Was there eyes just there before? Oh my gosh! Oi. There's a ladder up there, an old ladder leading up to the ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb. Did I extend the ladder? Yes. I popped the latch and brought down the ladder. And now I climb the ladder. Oh, bats. There's those bats again. Why am I climbing to the top of a water tower? What scratch marks? What's this? In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yes. I slid the filthy wallet into my back pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. They did, and then they walked past and they scratched the wall. Oh my gosh. What's that say? This way. With a little heart. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved the open the door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Really? I'm going into this house? The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting. It's buffeting, or is it buffeting? Buffeting. The decrepit structure. Pixel man walking round, pixel man walking round. Hear that sound, pixel man, creepy sound. Don't like that sound. Not a very good town he moved into. An old map encased in glass. Hung on the wall, it was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned this water tower, and even this train yard. What was he doing? Coming back here. Don't ask about the voice. Don't even know what happened then. Is that a train? The old train was ripped open and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train shell I could see a few faint impacts, like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun I had found as I thought. I realized my hands were on the pistol. And it was me the whole time. Da-na-na-na. Hold up your lantern. There's so much, it's just suspenseful. I just want to know what's going to happen. Oh, ticket booth. The ancient ticket booth was falling apart, covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the paper were newer looking sheets, covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in that house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guess he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Do you know? I don't know. That was the train station. Am I doing it right? Was that just like a little bit of extra content because I found that key? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So I've missed a lot. Oh, what's this? This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the sign pointed out various campsites and the walking paths within the woods. Mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. What was that? Oh my gosh. What's this? What's it on the floor? Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. It's definitely like bait, isn't it? I'm being baited into a trap. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yeah. Pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. So that's the end of part 3. Join me next time for part 4.